you all are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. In the digital age where data is plentiful and questions arise at the speed of thought, the need for advanced computational tools has never been more apparent. Enter Wolfram GPT, a cutting edge technology designed to harness the vast capabilities of Wolfram's computational engine. In this video, I will offer a brief deep dive into how this innovative tool can transform data into decisions, insights into actions, and questions into answers. Whether you're a scientist, educator, student, or just a curious mind, Wolfram GPT opens up a world where complex calculations, data analysis, and instant knowledge are at your fingertips. So, to get started, simply go to ChatGPT, and in order to access these GPTs, you will need to have a GPT-4, which means you must have a paid subscription to ChatGPT. And I have a paid subscription to ChatGPT. So let's make this more, interactive. So I haven't thought of any examples to show you guys, but let's start by asking Wolfram some use case examples to show its ability. Hey, can you show me 10 use case examples to showcase Wolfram from GPT abilities? This is for an explainer. Okay. That's quite a lot of examples. Okay. So it can provide astronomical data such as star charts, planetary positions, and celestial events. That's pretty cool. Uh, okay. Language translation. I didn't know that. Health and medical data. Statistical analysis. So, one of the most important things of Wolfram is that it's based out of most of the information that it gets is from the Wolfram cloud, which has most of the updated data numbers. So, anything you're asking, at least most scientific and scientific stuff, I think Wolfram's the place to go. So this includes if you want to solve a complex mathematical equation, it can do that for you. Anyways, based on the examples that it has given me, maybe let's start off with the what's more interesting here. Weather data retrieval. I can get that on Google. Okay, maybe let's just try. What's the weather forecast for Melbourne tomorrow at 3 p.m. I stay in Melbourne, so I want to see if that's close to what it can predict. So I can probably check tomorrow. Oh, okay, there you go. It's showing me some charts. 14th April. Okay, cloud cover. So it's given me an entire weather forecast. 84.6% of the weather is expected to be clear with 0% overcast. So it's giving me a probability, but I'm pretty sure Wolfram isn't doing this by itself. In today's world, you can simply get a weather forecast data by using APIs. So the weather companies do most of the jobs, the organizations, and they offer APIs. You can just pull them and put it on your website. So I think that's what Wolfram's doing right now. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right. What's the next one? complex mathematical calculations. I'm not a very good mathematician, but let's just say calculate the integral of x to the power 2 plus 3x plus 5. Now I'm not really sure what the solution is, but let's see if Wolfram can solve that for me. Okay, well, absolutely no idea what. I can see a Cartesian plane. I know what xy is, but I'm not really getting to what that means. Okay, you can actually explore different forms of. Okay, that's pretty smart. Okay, that's pretty cool. It solved that equation for me. But where is the solution? Okay, maybe it's showing me how the trajectory goes, but I don't really know how to even read the answer for this. I'm really stupid. But here's the thing, Wolfram wouldn't judge you. It's just going to give you the answers. What else do we have? Nutritional analysis. That's very cool. What do we have for nutrition analysis? All right, maybe we can ask it something like, how many calories are in an apple? Let's see what it says to that. It's as simple as it can get. Or maybe we can ask it something more complex, but let's see what's the detail that it goes into. 91 dietary. Okay, I've had a pizza and a can of Coke. Let's be more precise. Can of Coke. Diet Coke. Can you tell me how much calories have I consumed and my body weight is 65 kgs. Is that considered a healthy dinner at 11 p.m. 1 hour before my bed? Okay, and I'm pretty sure that's the most unhealthy way of eating and sleeping, but let's see what Wolfram has to say. 1,107 total fat. Okay. Oof. Cool. Yeah, that's true. So that was even running in my mind. Just my weight is not a criteria for it to determine whether it's healthy or not. I mean, it has to consider these, and additionally, if I gave it more insights about my health conditions or my sugar level, my sugar readings, maybe it could give me a more accurate picture on how much sugar or cholesterol I should be consuming. But so far, with the scope of my question, I think it did a pretty good job. Moving on, what else do we have? We've got chemical compound data. Let's say balance the equation for the combustion of methane. Again, I have no clue how to balance that equation, but now I might know. So it's got, I think, an entire repository of data associated with chemistry, right? So it's saying, go to the full website here and you'll be able to see more. Oh, okay, yeah, that's built on the Mathematica language, Wolfram language, and like I said, it's designed for all kinds of mathematical, statistical, uh, anything, name it, and I think this is designed from that. And in ChatGPT, I'm just leveraging the power of almost everything that Wolfram has to offer. That's pretty cool. Next, what do you have? You've got astronomical data. Now that's something that's very, very interesting to me. Astronomical data. What does it say? Such as star charts, planetary positions, and celestial evil. Okay, now I stay in Melbourne. Okay, I stay in Melbourne. Tell me the position of the moon where I can find it tomorrow. Maybe don't specify. Maybe tell me in a language I can understand. Because I'm afraid it might give me coordinates and things of that sort. I want something as simple as like northeast or so how do I put that? Explain it in north, south positions, and in a way like I'm 5. I love this prompt. Like I'm 5. I mean, in fact, not just Wolfram Alpha, but any, even ChatGPT 3.5. You ask it any question and just be like, explain this to me like I'm 5. It would give you such beautiful analogies and explain that to you. Anyways, tomorrow if you're in Melbourne, Australia, I want you to want to find the moon. Here's how you can look for it. Imagine you have a big circle on it. Okay. Okay, northeast, south, good. Okay. At midnight, you'll need to look towards the northeast part of the circle. Okay. The direction is a bit more to the right if you're facing not directly north. Okay. Got it. Okay, northeast. This moon will be a bit low in the sky, not very high up. Good to know. So it won't be overhead. 16 degrees above the horizon. Picture this. If you hold out your hand at arm's length, the width of your thumb is about 2 degrees. Oh, okay. So about 8 thumbs up from horizon is where you'll find. Okay, that's interesting. I did not. That's a very beautiful way to, look at the sky. Okay, I'm gonna check that tomorrow as well. Moving on, that was pretty good. And you've got what else? You've got economic data analysis. What kind of economic data analysis do we have here? Okay, maybe we can just hitting economists. Wait, let's just plot the historical data of Apple and Tesla. I don't know why I'm putting that in caps, but it's just Tesla stocks in the past 6 months. And I also want you to compare the overall GDP of America, USA, in reference of the performance of the I'm just, let's just assume that I'm trying to find a correlation with the performance of Apple and Tesla, um, and see if that has some kind of an impact in GDP. I don't really, but this the question which I asked. Maybe that's one way of how you could infer it. I'm just trying to give it a complex task and see whether it can do a pretty good job. So it's accessing Wolfram Cloud for all the important data. I was expecting, oh, there you go. I was just expecting it to plot a graph. Uh-huh. Okay, so that orange one's Tesla. It's um, this is 6 months. Yeah, they haven't been doing well, whatever. Anyways, individual stocks or even the stock market as a whole doesn't necessarily move in sync with the real-time GDP rate of a country. Stock prices are influenced by a myriad of factors, including but not limited to company performance. Okay. Okay, so that's I like this. It might have not really because I've seen some websites that can, even if there is no relation or a correlation between these two specific stocks and the GDP, they might try to build upon something. But this one's very accurately telling me that if you're looking, if the scope of your question is whether these have some kind of an impact, it's telling me like maybe I need to expand more by giving me the statement by saying that it does not necessarily move in sync with the real-time GDP. It could be other factors, and if probably by now, as far as I know, Wolfram, if I asked it to build more on this, it would probably do that. Let's maybe give build more on the build more on this. Let's just see if it can do that for me. hmm Okay, there you go. I think there's a limitation on getting the GDP, the real-time GDP data. But if I had to do that, I could get the I could get Web Pilot. That's another useful GPT to access real-time data. The data that Wolfram has is mostly on its cloud. It does not have access to real-time internet data. So maybe that's the reason. If you probably ask it questions like what happened in the news yesterday, it wouldn't do a good job. But if you asked it a scientific question on established truths and maybe foundation, it's got data on that on its cloud. Yeah. All right. So what else do we have here? Economic data analysis, language translation and processing. I did not know it had. Let's just say translate hello, um, you seem to be asleep. I did not want to disturb you, but I found your wallet falling on the ground. Better keep it safe. It's safe, sir. Um, Translate this to from English to French. Hmm. Mhm. So I think there was an issue with accessing the Wolfram Alpha server, the cloud basically, but it still managed to go ahead and provide this response. Maybe let's just cross-check that with French to English. Let's see what Google Translate has to say. Not bother you, but I found pretty good. Mm-hmm. And for anyone out there who knows French, uh, maybe check that out and let me know in the comments if that's right or wrong. And finally, what do we have here? Oh, sorry. We've got geographical and demographic information that I think pretty much by now we can tell. Health and medical data. Okay, so I'm a nursing student, so maybe I can ask a question like, hey, why do they say that you shouldn't administer NSAIDs? NSAIDs are basically non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, like paracetamols, but not a paracetamol. They're more stronger drugs, but you shouldn't administer them to people with respiratory or liver issues. Why? Now I know the answer to that, but I want to know if that's if Wolfram can really get the right answer. Okay. Good. Okay, that was pretty good. And health and medical data, financial market, and I think we just got the financial market analysis. That's pretty good. But one more thing that I also noticed is it's got a very good. It generically Wolfram does a good job at answering specific question. Now it wouldn't do a great job if I asked it to maybe write a joke, or it would, but it wouldn't do a great job at writing a joke or a poem. But it can do something like, hey, um, based on our conversation about the explainer, can you suggest a good title for this explainer? And I believe that's going to be the title of our video. Let's see, guys. Unlocking the power of Wolfram with advanced computational insights, harnessing Wolfram from maths to market trends. Wolfram GPT Unleash, mastering complexity with Wolfram, a comprehensive toolkit. I like that. That seems more of a, very sophisticated and a nice title. I usually don't like having terms like unlocking or maybe unleashing, but I like that. So I'm going to put that as the title for the video. All right. Hopefully, you see how powerful Wolfram can be, and it generally stands as a beacon of potential in the sea of the entire data-driven challenges. So, from solving intricate mathematical problems to translating languages, and somewhat even predicting market trends, it's a powerful tool not only because it enhances our understanding but also amplifies our ability to interact with the world around us. So if you guys haven't used Wolfram GPT, I would suggest that's one of the first tools you guys have to uh, you know install once you've got a premium plan to ChatGPT. Thank you.